As you can see, I have a Klock Werks Flare Windshield that I'm going to put on my 24 Harley Street Glide today. Klock Werks, been in the game a long time, definitely high quality, which is why we carry them right in the law-abiding biker store. In today's video, we're basically going to install this, but as I install it, I want to discuss with you the importance of selecting a proper height windshield, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're going to go over the benefits of having a proper windshield. The reason they call it the Flare is because this style windshield at the very top has a curve in it, thus popping the wind up and over you. So let's dive in. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. Always thank you, that's right, you, for checking back in. All right, so the first thing I want to do is get this thing unboxed. All right, if you want to take a look here, this is going to come with your Klock Werks. They really changed on the 24 and newer with the fairing redesign, kind of how the windshields install on there. And these are blocks. Again, it's going to come with your kit. We'll get into that in a minute. I'll just show you what one of those blocks kind of looks like so you know what I'm talking about. All right, there she is. I can't wait to get this bad boy on there. Yeah. That is going to look good. Now, I got an 8-inch flare. That's going to work for me. Again, I'm going to show you how to measure here in a minute. The other options you have are clear, tint, dark smoked, and blacked out. And all of this is available in the Law Abiding Biker store. If you appreciate informational videos like this, you want to support us, we do appreciate it. We're just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We appreciate every single customer. We will definitely take care of you. Don't forget, if you're not a Washington State resident, no tax, you can save there, and free shipping on orders over $100. Links to everything in this video, description below. All right, Torx T25 is what I'm using to get the 4 bolts off the stock windshield. Pretty basic. What I want to talk to you about is proper measurement. Before you order a windshield, you definitely want to measure yourself. You don't want to get the wrong windshield, and you want it to be very comfortable and do what it's supposed to do for you. And so the way you do that is you just sit on your motorcycle, make sure you're using the seat that you're actually going to be riding with, because it makes a difference how low you sit in the saddle. From there, you'll want a partner, and I just grabbed a yardstick and we put a level on it because you want it to be level. And the rider holds that on his upper lip, the yardstick, and you want to put it up over the front of the windshield, and your partner is going to take a tape measure, and from the very front forward position of your windshield in the center, you measure up to that yardstick, and we know it's level. You make sure it's level, and that's your measurement. And in my case, that sits right at about 8 inches, and so that's why I selected the 8-inch windshield. Now, if you're like 9 inches, 8.5, you could bump to a 10, you could be in an 8. It's not complete rocket science, but the main thing is, if you're too low, your windshield, then you're going to get that wind in the face, like right in your forehead. These windshields, the best part about this is getting the proper windshield is, you're going to have much less head buffeting. So for long distance touring and riding, that means less rider fatigue. When you're riding thousands of miles cross country, you don't want that wind chopping you in the wrong place in the face. And also, you see that slides right out of there once you get those 4 bolts, guys. The other thing with that is you're going to be able to hear your stereo better. You're going to have more comfortable temperature control if you're running heated gear. So it is a super important piece of your equipment that's often overlooked. All right, and so I said the windshield is going to come with new blocks. These are the OEM blocks. You're going to have to remove those. Torx T27 is how you get those off. Now, the install is a little bit different on a shark nose fairing, like a Road Glide, but it's still really easy process. Eventually we will do a video on that too, but you could get through it if you just watch this video. You're gonna measure yourself the same way, whether you're on a Road Glide or a Street Glide. So I'm gonna move over and of course grab these 2 guys right over here. Once you get those 4 out, this whole panel slides off. We turn it around. You've got 1 there and 1 there to get these blocks off. And these 2 guys are Torx T25. And with that 1 screw removed, your block comes off. I'll do the same on this side. All right, once you get the stock OEM windshield blocks off here, you just place the panel back into place. There's a little lip up here, slides into place. These blocks have an L and an R printed on them, left and right respectively, as you're sitting on the bike. So left would go over here. Pretty simple to put those guys into place there. Now on your Shark Nose, your Road Glide, it's not that much difference. On the Shark Nose, all they're doing, you're not replacing your blocks, you're actually just putting a spacer in there. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. I am reusing my bolts that I took out of the OEM blocks with a washer on them to go ahead and secure these Klock Werks blocks. And a reminder, these stock bolts are a Torx T27. I'm just getting the other two secured on the left side. All right, don't over tighten these guys, just a little bit snug is fine. They are not going anywhere. You don't want to strip them out. And just real quick, we'll get right back into your video. As you can imagine, a lot of man hours and expenses go into keeping this channel going strong. There is a way you can support us by becoming a patron member. I will link to it in the description below. There are benefits for becoming a member, such as t-shirts and stickers. You get access to the private Facebook group, which is a troll-free zone. It really is nothing but bikers helping bikers in there. You get access to live video broadcasts and chat podcasts early, premium videos up on request, and of course, access to those ride, meetup, and events. We appreciate you considering becoming a patron member. Let's get back into your video. All right, always very satisfying removing the All right, I'm satisfied now. All right, from there, just simply slide this in. You'll see there's two hooks there, and then there's respective cutouts. And just kind of pop it down there, so you're getting your holes lined up on these blocks. All right, and two more pieces of hardware that comes with your Klock blocks, Klock Werks window blocks, are these. They are marked left and right, respectively, of course, as you're sitting on the bike. So left over here, right over here. And before I put this block on, you might note that the holes really don't want to line up right away. You do have to actually give some force. If you come over here and look at these holes, they're off. Just go ahead and don't be afraid to grab onto this guy. And you see I'm really pushing these down in there. They are rubber, they have some give, and then you'll get your holes pretty lined up there. So from here, 4 bolts come with your kit, a little bit longer, so they go through this all the way down in. And of course, as I'm doing that, I'm lining up my holes. Now I'm not gonna tighten anything down yet, because as you saw when I pulled this down, this side went up. I won't tighten them down till the end. I think it would be probably prudent to get 1 bolt in on this side, and then I'll at least get the other side started so that I'm not fighting myself, so to speak. So I'll go ahead and again give some pressure down there, and maybe I'll get an opposite top one here lined up over there. Because once you have 2 of them lined up, theoretically the others are going to be pretty lined up. So with that said, I'll go ahead and go in with that one. And I'll finish up this last top one here on the right side. And just make sure these aren't cross-threaded. Torx T25 is what I'm using. And I'm just gonna get them all seated, just right about there. And then I'll come back and tighten these down. And like the other bolts, there's no reason to over tighten these and strip them out. These are gonna hold your windshield just fine. I just do tight, kind of, you can see I'm not really giving it that much effort. Right about there is good. And if you guys have any questions that we didn't answer in this video, you want any assistance, you can always contact us at the Law Abiding Biker Store. At the top menu, there's a contact button. We will definitely help you. We're just a bunch of bikers helping bikers, and we literally have used this stuff for years. We know, like, and trust certain products. This is one of them from Klock Werks, of course, and that's why we carry the stuff in the store, and we can certainly help you make a decision on which windshield would be right for you. All right, there is one more super important addition you should do to your Klock Werks windshield. I'll get to that in just a second. Smudge marks all over. What do we clean our windshields with? What do we clean everything with? A lot of people ask us, and we've been using this for so many years. We sell the heck out of this in the Law Abiding Biker Store. This is our beloved BUGSLIDE waterless motorcycle cleaner. It is completely safe for this windshield. The paint, black paint, denim paint, chrome, leather, pleather. We use it on our helmets, our face shields. It is literally like an all-in-one. We use it on our whole police bike fleet to shine those things up. And again, available in the Law Abiding Biker Store. I'll link to it in the description below. It puts a nice microscopic coat on there, so the next time you clean it, not only protects from road grime and bugs, everything comes off easier. So in between those wet washes, absolutely highly recommended BUGSLIDE. So I can't have my finger smudges all over there. We got to make this thing look pretty. All right, that is the mod. Highly suggested. The Biker Revolution Law-Abiding Biker sticker right here. One more thing to talk about though, as I'm trying to center this. You know, I talked about the flare at the top of this windshield and the comfort and you know, how to avoid fatigue in the cockpit of this thing. That's what this flare is for. But really cool, baked into the Klock Werks windshields is one more thing, and that is what they call hips. And so you'll see over here and over here, there's kind of a curvature and somewhat of a tunnel, if you will. Well, what that does is that shoots up air right here. It's pressing into the bike and it's lowering the front end. So it's putting pressure on that front end to bring obviously your wheel in better contact with the pavement, and that also just stabilizes the bike overall. So another added benefit to the Klock Werks Flare windshield.